Here they are, Greg. That's correct. The first horse to work is number 96. He's not in the catalog, you follow along, but he's on the website at Arabian Essence.tv. Number 96 is Rasim Al-Jassimia IH. That'll be the first horse to work. He did not make a catalog. He's number 96. We have 8 beautiful yearling colts, Section B here in Paris. 10:30 in the morning, Paris time, Greg.
I'm just enjoying watching the young colts strut their stuff. The judges trying to evaluate the class, making decisions on which one strikes their fancy for the initial inspection. I see the beautiful colt that Arthur led and one in Mentone with, sort of that unique marking around the belly.
The dark gray, it's on the right side, his rib cage.
Just on the screen, it had a great look at him making a pass, full of fire. This is a very, very good class. A lot of anticipation today about this class for weeks. With the American horse coming to the town, Paulo is going to leading him, and all the other good competitors, it sort of makes it even more interesting.
Eight yearling colts in Section B.
All right, well, let's sit back and enjoy and watch them come in individually. So first up is Rashim. Alsulamania AH, number 96. He is by F.A.L. Rashim out of Crystal Tiara.
F.A.L. Rashim, born in the United States of Missouri, a son of F.A.L. Shawan, also the same breeder, and out of a daughter of Versace. This horse is not in our catalog, late entry, but it's number 96 to begin Section B of the yearling colts on ArabianEssence.tv. Powered by Al Sheikh Stud all weekend here in Paris. Second day, Saturday morning, yearling colts.
El Shawan, Rory, was really an impactful horse in North America and South America, a superstar in Brazil. He's left some great daughters, and of course,
Left us early.
now F.A.L. Rashim, a beautiful stallion that's owned by Dubai Stud, is sort of taking the lead as his son, the leader of that line, that El Shawan line.
Doing a fantastic job breeding a lot of young horses that are winning throughout the world. F.A.L. Rashim is a super sire.
So this young colt goes back. He's done his thing. Got a nice presentation. Going to get ready to see some scores and leave the ring waiting for the next horse to come in. Number 97 trots and comes to center ring. At the lead, Giacomo Capacci by Ali Al AA. Quas Alimia by Al Yal AA.
And a Minois.
Out of Minois, who is a Kahil daughter.
She was Menton champion.
Owned by El Jasimia and bred by El Jasimia.
That's right, his mother was Menton Gold Champion yearling filly. Beautiful daughter, Kahil, Chicago. This is a large colt. These are the older group. Boy, he's putting on a nice show for Giacomo here. Beautifully prepared by Robin Hopkinson. Giacomo winning the Section A with the other Al Jasimia colt. Arab, this is his stablemate right here, Quats.
Judge Joe Polo taking a look from the back, and probably sometimes judges like to, from the back, like to look at the back legs, the tail, is it straight, to see where the wither sits, and the shape of the ears from behind. That's oftentimes what a judge will do when they stand behind a horse.
Greg, in a multi-judge system, how much do you have to share your prime position of judging from the side or near the face? Do you try to acquiesce to them and just take enough to see it, or do you have them work around you?
Well, if you're the call judge assigned that class, you're the boss, you're the head umpire, and so you're pretty much allowed to maneuver around that horse any way you want. Everybody else concedes your passage. But if you're one of the other judges, you just use some courtesy and watch where you're walking.
There's 6 judges, working with each other in tight spaces there, and not to interrupt the handler or interfere with the horse's presentation, but you need your viewpoints up close, but you got to take your turn, I suppose.
Yeah, you do. You have to be patient. Number 96, Rashim Al-Sumania. AH numbers are in, and they are type 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 19. Head and neck 18, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5. Body and top line 17.5, 18, 18, 18, 17.5, 18. Legs 15, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5. And movement 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5. Total 88.67, 88.67 are the points for number 96. D. Asali comes to center ring with Tom Oben on the lead. He's by this February foal yearling colt is by F.A.L. Rashim out of Eli Flamenca.
You remember that mare? She was born and raised in the United States. God.
By Mohammed Fali, owned by Mohammed Fala Sawadi El Siad, and bred by Dubai Arabian Horse Stud. Tom Oben on the lead.
His mother, a highly decorated Ajman Mancion daughter, maybe most decorated daughter of Ajman. Bred by the powerful Dubai Arabian Stud. Just a fabulous breeding program, inspired by F.A.L. Rashim again.
And this is the mare that won Vegas, correct? I mean the colt, his mother.
And she's won throughout the Middle East and Europe as well. Her embryos have brought money at the public auction.
Where is that mare today, the mother?
She lives in Dubai at the farm in Middle East. One of their prized brood mares.
Did Royal Arabian and Cindy McGowan buy a full sister or an embryo?
I believe an embryo.
Remember that.
That's right. At one of those embryo auctions in the United States.
Well, we stayed late in the bar last night. I don't drink very much, so we watched. But a lot of the trainers weren't there. I'm sure they're tired and they had to get up early. So these guys are fresh. They got to run.
Yeah, these boys are all business this week. We'll celebrate next week.
Numbers are up for 97, Quas Alimia. They are as follows. Type 20, 19.5, 19, 19, 19.5, 19.5, 20, 19.5, 19, 19, 19.5, 19.5 for head and neck, body and top line. 19, 18.5, 19, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5. Leg 16, 16.5, 16.5, 16, 15.5, 16, and movement 19.5, 19.5, 19, 19.5, 19, 19.5. Total points 92.92. He's in the lead so far.
Rod Jones is putting on a clinic here. It's getting the crowd involved. It's a full house right now, Greg. Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're going to pop some 20s on this movement, and you know, this is ideal. The horse is happy. He's doing his job. It's effortless for both of them. Going to get some really high points, I believe, from movement.
These guys have had a good year together, undefeated all year. Admiral and Rod Jones.
So Admiral goes to center ring to be presented in halter. Admiral, he's by Emerald J out of Hania, who's by Citadel. He is owned by Ajman Stud and bred by Al Mawad Stud. This is number 99, the Admiral.
So our top score is a 92.92 from Quas Alimia. There's a few colts that'll challenge that coming up here shortly. Again, Greg, the yearling colts and fillies did not need to qualify to show in Paris, but many of these are decorated with substantial credentials this year in their first year showing as yearlings.
No doubt. They've been on the circuit, several of these horses, with lots of credentials worldwide, and they're just continuing to progress. This is a very young colt, actually. Admiral is a February foal.
Born and raised in Wales.
Numbers are in for number 98D Asali. They are 19, 19, for type 19, 19, 19.5, 19, 19.5, 19. Head and neck 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. Body and top line 18.5, 18, 18, 18.5, 18, 18. Legs 15.5, 15.5, 16, 16, 15.5, 15.5. And movement 18.5, 18.5, 19.5, 19, 19, 19. 90.92 puts him second. Number 98 sits second in the class at this point.
Excellent presentation by Rod Jones.
Yes.
Again, they've won all year. Every competition they've been in, they've been gold champion, and he gave a maximum effort in his horse. Great teammate, beautiful animal, this yearling colt. They're going to put some heat on these guys. Let's see how they scored here shortly. Again, that arena is 100 by 200 with very little centering decor like you'll see in other shows. So there's a lot of real estate they're covering.
Tom Shokins gave it all. I mean, he ran and he ran, the both of them. I mean, what a team, what a lot of effort on the run. This is number 101, Sinmar Abaday. He's by Shanghai EA out of Sawa, Abaday. And of course, this is owned by Abaday Stud and bred by Abaday Stud of the UAE.
His mother and daughter are Marwan Al Shakab. Again, you notice that they're using leads twice the length that you'll see in Brazil or North America to enhance that trot and allow those horses some freedom at the end of the line, Greg. Becomes a little challenging to keep all that in your hands as you do your presentation stand-up, but they've got this pretty organized, these boys.
Pretty face on this colt, big nostrils, fine muzzle. Judge Polo's looking at that face thinking, that's a pretty one.
It's gorgeous. Very beautifully turned out, put together by Shokins Training Center in Belgium.
And boy, Tom gave him every inch he could give. He sold out for that.
Some big scores for Admiral coming up.
They're coming up. We'll have them in just a second.
Slight delay from the in-house.
You can hear the background noise, though.
Oh boy, it's going to big score. People at home are going to love this.
Here you go. This is the Admiral score. Type 20, 20, 20, 19.5, 19.5, 19.5. Head and neck 20, 19.5, 19.5, 19, 19.5, 19. Body and top line 19, 18.5, 18.5, 19, 18.5, 18. Legs 16, 16.5, 16.5, 16, 15.5, 15. And movement 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, and 20.
Perfect score for movement.
He's on top of the class at 93.67. The Admiral's in the lead, number 99.
That's a huge score, Greg.
That's the motion. I mean, the horse was, like we said, it was, you know, 20 to me, the word means ideal, not perfect, ideal. And that horse was ideal with his movement today.
That is the highest score to date for the weekend here in Paris. For any horse shown to date, 93.67. The previous high score was a 93.08 by Anud Al Nassar, the senior mares.
Paulo Capecchi.
Most talked about colt, Greg, probably ever.
102 is the number. ELR Magnum RCF by Basilio CS out of Cirque du Soleil BF. He is owned by Orion Farms in cooperation with Al Saccharon Stud and bred by Jack and Elizabeth Milam of the USA. Rory, I have to agree, a lot of talk about this colt. People were, the face, it is extreme. There's no doubt. It's beautiful. And,
comes in, prior credentials, Scottsdale International Gold Champion yearling colt with David Boggs, making his debut in the European circuit at Paris. What a way to start your career off in Europe, at Paris in the World Championships. That's a face.
That's a 20. If I was there, I'd probably call it a 20. It looks pretty ideal to me. It's extreme.
They can only go 20, but I'd give it a 27. Nice presentation. First show with Apollo.
The numbers are in for Sinmar Abaday, and they are 19-5, 19, 19-5, 19-5, 19-5, 19-5 for type head and neck. 19-5, 19, 19-5, 19, 19-5, 19-5. Body and top line, 18-5, 18, 18, 18, 18-5, 17-5. Legs, I just lost my screen. Let's see if we can bring that back. We just lost our screen. We'll try to get that up for you. We can enjoy this colt while we're waiting for that screen to come back up. What a beautiful face. One final presentation. Center ring for one more look.
Apollo doing a fine job presenting his new teammate. Fantastic presentation by Apollo.
Chase the wind, that's all a city life requires. And the days of vanity went on forever. And he saw his days burn up like paper and fire. Paper and fire, singing on the ashtray. Paper and fire.
Let me finish up the, we're back. Sinmar Abaday. And he's sitting, no, we've already done those points. I'm just trying to check my screen, I'm sorry. This is 9175 is his points. The final movement was 19-5, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19 for Sinmar Abaday. What a beautiful young colt he is. We saw last ELR Magnum. His number should be coming up. And this is getting ready to present to the judges. The young man from Brazil or Argentina, Arthur Asamiento, presents the beautiful Mayer Al Said. He is by Alexander out of Mira Al Said, owned by Al Said Stud and bred by Al Said Stud of the KSA. This horse won, I think, at Mentone.
Gold champion Mentone, silver at Aachen All Nations Cup. He's started world champion Alexander, horse bred and raised in the United States. And he's out of an RHR Mercedes daughter. Horse that we had at one time and marketed to Brazil. Now back in the United States, it's Lottie Equine in San Antonio, Texas, Mercedes. It's a nice bred colt.
Has a lot of motor. Interesting on the right side, you see a very interesting mark. it looks like a blanket wrap, or it's just white where he's going to go gray. It's just gray hairs. It's more extreme and more apparent. Eventually, as he gets whiter, you won't see it. And some people love it. Some people are ambivalent about it. It's just different. But what a stylish, beautiful colt. Let me give you the numbers on ELR Magnum. He's number 102, and the numbers go like this in type: 19.5, 20, 19.5, 20, 19.5, 19.5. Head and neck: 19, 20, 20, 19.5, 20, 20. Body and top line: 18.5, 18, 18.5, 18, 18.5, 18. Legs: 15.5, 16, 15.5, 15.5, 16, 16, and movement: 19.5, 19, 18.5, 19, 19, 19, for a total of 92.42. I believe he sits third in the class at this point. He's sitting third. The Admiral sits first. Second place is Quas Alimia, and ELR Magnum is now in third place with 92.42. There's the mark I talked to you about. You can see it on this side.
This colt's going to play well. He's going to be somewhere in those top 3 or 4 positions. He's been there all year. He looks the part today, Greg. Beautiful presentation, and the motion was very exquisite.
You know, he's an interesting horse because he's a different style. And so if your taste is more of an upright, big, stretchy animal, it's might be your taste and your flavor. I think this colt would do very good in America. Look at those pretty tight ears as he looks at something. Nice colt. Good luck. Center ring, Paolo Capacci once again, and he's leading the Barak at this point by F.A.L. Rashim out of Royal Emira, who's by True Colors. This young colt is owned and bred by Dubai Stud of the UAE.
Beautiful colts. Father is reserve silver world champion. The mother sired by world champion True Colors. Another super youngster by F.A.L. Rashim. Well, it's got to be tough to go almost back-to-back, Greg. One horse in between Paulo's other go and this colt.
Numbers up for Mather El Sayed, number 104. Type 20, 20, 19.5, 19.5, 19.5, 19. Head and neck 20, 19.5, 19.5, 19, 19.5, 19. Body and top line 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18, 18.5, and 18. Legs 15.5, 16, 16.5, 16, 15.5, 15.5, and movement 19.5, 19.5, 19, 19.5, 19, 19. 104, Mather El Sayed, 92.25. That puts him in fourth place. He sits fourth place at 92.25. This is our last colt of the class, I believe.
Paulo's doing a fine job. Great trot, big effort. Displayed it very well, and then the stand-up was very, very professional. Top 4 colts have big scores here, Greg.
Yeah, it's a good class. Very, very good class.
Admiral with that first place score right now is the highest score of the show to date. As we move through Saturday, the second day in Paris at the Salon Show on ArabianEssence.tv, powered by Al Sheikh Stud, the live feed play-by-play with Greg Knowles and myself, Rory O'Neill, today in Paris. As we wait the scores on the final colt. Pretty nice group of yearling colts between Section A and Section B, Greg.
Yeah, sometimes I watch that and say to myself, the breed is secure, Rory.
That's championship final. There'll be 10 yearling colts coming out of Section A and B tomorrow, late morning. That'd be impressive group of 10 colts. Going for gold, world champion.
Yeah, it sure will be. And, well, I'd tell you, there's about 4 or 5 I'd take home and be comfortable starting a breeding program.
You stand them at stud and produce
Nice
some babies.
horses, yeah, nice horses. All different styles, different types of horses, but great individuals.
Some fun different pedigrees because a little redundant on the mare side in our breed. And these colts could outcross and work out very well.
There's David Boggs in watching the show from the U.S. Sort of a U.S. table there. Got the breeder Sam Peacemaker, Sam Poor, Doug Ledley, Heather from Saudi, and Laura Ames, who owns the Arabian Horse Times in the United States. Sort of a great group of Americans enjoying the horse show and cheering on ELR Magnum.
Look how full the VIP area is, Greg, and even along the rail, the photographers and the standing room only today, full house.
Thankfully, you get to see it by Arabian Essence TV, and El Sheikh brought it to you, El Sheikh Stud, which we really appreciate that. One more number we're waiting for, number 105, De Barik, and he's a player. He could have some good numbers, and so we're just waiting for the final results, and then we can sort of place them for you.
This is Section B of the yearling colts. We had 2 sections of yearling colts this morning to begin in Paris. We started at 9:30 a.m. local time. It is now 11 a.m. here in Paris. We'll move on to Section A of the junior colts. 2 sections of junior colts, A's and a B's. There's a 2- and 3-year-old colts up next. And then we'll finish the day out with 2 sections of senior stallions, 4 and over, an A and a B. So 6 goes today out of the 3 classes, 6 sections of all males.
On the camera there, Luciano Curry from Brazil, one of the greatest marketeers, promoters, and mostly a great man and a great breeder from Brazil. There he is. If you ever get a chance to visit with him, I think he's a genius, and I think he's a very special man. Joaquin Santabana sitting next to him from Argentina. They own Haras Mayed, which are the owners of the world-famous Magnum Psyche. They're in it, so the South American group is in attendance as well. The numbers for 105 De Barek is as follows. Type 19.5, 19.5, 19.5, 19, 19.5, and 19.5. Head and neck 19.5, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19.5. Body and top line 19, 18, 19, 18.5, 18, 18. Legs 16, 15.5, 16, 16.5, 16, 15.5, and movement 19.5, 19.5, 18.5, 19.5, 19, 19. For a total of 92.08. That horse, Varick, ends up 5th in this class.
That's a solid top 5 group of yearling colts.
So
Put them all together Sunday.
There's your placings. First place, Admiral, 93.67. Quas Alimia goes second, 92.92. Third, ELR Magnum RCF, 92.42. Fourth place, Al Mahar Al Sayed, 92.25. De Barrick, 92.08. Sinmar Abaday, 91.75. And seventh, Desa Asali, 90.92. Rashim Al Jassimia AH, or Al Sumenia, is 88.67, and that's your class and your rankings.
So the best head award goes to ELR Magnum RCF here, the yearling colt, Section B.
Doesn't shock me. On your left, you see Jack and Elizabeth Milam from Oklahoma and Scottsdale. They're the breeders. The gentleman next to Laura Ames, the gentleman with the, not next to Big Woody. Laura Ames is next from the end. Jack Milan and his wife Elizabeth. She's quite a famous judge and breeder of bulldogs worldwide. I mean, all worldwide. Very serious breeder.
Families have been breeding bulldogs for many years. Just been in the Arabian horse business a little less than 6-7 years. Had a lot of success.
There's David Boggs, and of course the gentleman holding the ribbon is Steve Poor. And Steve Poor is a major new person in the Arabian horse breed. He lives in Washington State. and is now the owner of Orion Farms. Expect great things from Orion Farms. They're very committed to success of our breed.
They did that, brought that colt over from America in cooperation with Alsacron Stud. The horse is in training with Paolo Capecci. And here's Mr. Undefeated, Greg. Admiral's had a great year. He sets himself up for Sunday's championship with the highest score as of yet through the competition at the World Championships in Paris. Admiral.
For my number, you couldn't happen to a better guy. That's a great kid, works hard, did an amazing job.
Proud parents as his mother and father, Emrys and Sue Jones. The colt was bred by Al Mawad Stud, but born and raised at Sue and Emrys's farm in Wales.
And Ajman Stud owns him. Again, in the winner's circle, consistently with Ajman Stud.
Ryan Jones, the manager at Al Mawad Stud, there on the left with the blue sport coat. Connections and all. And again, the team Ajman as well out there.
Our sponsor, Al Sheikh Stud,
Presenting.
Mohammed Sheikh Suleiman is the owner of Al Sheikh Stud, and he just walked to the right out of our camera trying to help you. There he is, the dapper dressed gentleman.
Rod and Kim Jones with their twin babies there, 15 months old, celebrating a nice win. Section B, highest score of the show as of yet, Admiral and Rod Jones.
There's Pops. You think he's going to be popping a little ale tonight at the pub?
He'll celebrate.
He likes to celebrate. He's Welsh from Wales. What a great man. Good family, great horse family. It's generational sometimes here.
Man, you can't see on the live feed, but if they pan the rail right in front of the VIP section, there's almost 100 photographers here today documenting the winners and the happenings here in Paris. It's great atmosphere, Greg. The VIP area is elegant. They take care of you very finely. We have people on the cross seat in the general admission filling the stands today.
Don't you find interesting, Roy, that camera went off him, but Sheikh Jasmine of El Jassimia Stud just sitting there petting his horse. He truly loves his horse. And this scene, of course, Jack Milano holding the trophy. He bred this beautiful best head champion.
Ends up third overall in the class, ELR
There
Magnum.
they are, ELR Magnum, best head, and Paulo and the breeder. What a proud day for him here in Paris. On the right there, our right, to the right is Steve Poor holding the ribbon. He is the owner, him of his wife Christina, of Orion Farms in Ellensburg, Washington. Sam Peacemaker, a very prominent breeder in the United States, sitting behind him. There's Big Woody from Paulo Capecci program, his partner in business, I believe.
There's a lot of Arabian horse enthusiasts there in the winner's circle during the prize giving in this yearling colt class.
I like this colt a lot. He was nice. He came in beautiful, presented beautiful, has gorgeous ears. Nice horse, nice horse.
So Greg, they scored him in the qualifying rounds, which is going on yesterday and today. Colts and fillies, mares and stallions. Tomorrow, the championships, straight competitive, and all 8 judges are out there. Different format, different ring conditions. Let's see who's fresh for tomorrow. Placings could change, could they?
Yeah, great point, Rory. It'll be it's a moment of looks, a moment of evaluation, and who gives the best moment of the stand-up. That will carry a lot more weight tomorrow than it did today. The motion and the overall sort of Arabian movement and type is so important in the scoring, but when they stand them up and compare the whole horse, how they pose will help them or defeat them tomorrow. So it's a different horse show tomorrow. And anybody in the championship can be the winner.
Yeah,
It's a new class.
It's a new day. Let's see who rests well and who can come back a second day, consecutive days.
There's Dawn Martin. She is the general manager of Abaday Stud. And of course, Tom Owens and El Sheikh. Mohammed Sheikh Suleiman there on his left.
A lot of smiles out there.
Yep. Okay, Paulo's going to get one more look for the for posterity. That's a trainer for you, always wanting to stand them up. Well, that was a good class. Admiral took on a lot of really nice colts and arrived at the top of the class with a very high score. Highest scoring horse of the show so far with the Admiral. And we're going to see one little pose from him maybe. There he is. That's your winner at the end with the blue suit right in front of Jocko, Rod Jones. There he is.
Faraj Munstead.
This horse, like we talked about how this horse was ideal in his movement, and sure as heck he got unanimous 20s. And like I said, ideal is not perfect. I mean, 20 is not perfect. 20 is ideal. And this horse was feeling good, happy.